Hey everyone, so here we'll be solving another problem which is maximum number of k-sum pairs. Alright, so this is a medium level lead code and a good lead code problem. So let's see what the problem says. You are given what? Look, you can read this problem, but I'll simplify for you guys. You are given this array nums. It may be shorted, it may not be. So consider this as a random array. You were given k equals to 5. You have to do what? You have to return number of pairs within this array who sum up to 5, whose sum is 5. So here if you'll see this 1 and 4, it adds to 5, 2 and 3, it adds to 5. So how many pairs are there? Two pairs. So you have to return this. Now come on guys, let's see what in brute force how you can do and what all things you can do. So obviously, see, if you're given this sort of space and k equals to 6, you have to find all such pairs who adds up to 6, whose sum is 6. So in brute force, what you can do, you obviously forget about any approach, any technique, any idea. What you can do, normally, obviously, you saw your array, you'll go for iteration from left to right. So for every index, see, 0, you are having 0 here, 0 value. So so let's say you wanted 6, you are getting 0 plus you wanted some element x. What this x would be? This x would obviously it will be 6. So what you have to do, you have to find what you have to see in this array, is 6 present or not. If this 6 is present, which means that is this 0 and that 6 can be a pair. Or you can use a count variable. Right now it's 0, you can increase the count by 1. So you have to find 6. Obviously this is an array, so you have to go one step at a time. So let's see where the 6 is present. See, by naked eyes you can directly say the 6 is present right here, but in array, in problem, how would you know? So you will obviously start from this index. So from this in you for this 0, you will start from this index, go one step at a time. Finally you will get what? 6. I am getting 6. All right. But what you have to make sure, guys, one thing. So here if you see how many comparisons you did, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, to reach 6, you did what? You did total of 6 7 comparisons. What if I say if this array was shorted? See guys, if this array was shorted, so you have 0, you want 6. So instead of going from left to right, if this array was shorted, instead of going from left to right, if you go from right to left, see, in going from left to right, you did how many comparisons? 7 to 8 comparisons you did, just to get 6 element, just to get element 6. But if this array was shorted, you know that all the larger elements will be at the end. All right, all the larger element will be at end. So why to go from starting? Let's go from end itself. So you have this. No, this is not 6. This is 6. So only in two comparisons you will get your 6. For the 0, you will get 6. You'll increase count by 1. So what we can conclude from this point as of now, that whatever the given array is, if you short that array, you will reduce the number of comparisons. Obviously here if you see, for every index you will go to every other index. Potentially you can go to every other index, which means order of n square complexity, two loops, outer and inner. Outer loop, then this inner loop. Okay. So and we saw that we can reduce the number of comparisons that we were doing if this array was shorted. See guys, do let me know in comments that do you got the intuition and idea why at first place we should short it. Look, I'm not saying short directly. Why we short it? Getting it? To reduce the number of comparisons. All right. So now just focus on this array, because as I said, we will short it initially in brute force itself. We saw that we have to short it. Otherwise, we will just do this order of n square comparison and it is not good. So as of now, as soon as you get this question, you get this problem, just short the array space. Just short the array space. Now let's see how our answer is. So after you shorted this array space, obviously you will go from left to right and you will try to find all such pairs. So see, for index 0, the index 6 is present at j equals to, so I and j, and I have written all such pairs here whose sum is 6. So these are indexes. The values at these indexes, they will sum up to 6. So index number 0, the sum is 6. Index number 0 plus index number 6, the sum of these two elements are 6. Index number 1, 1 plus index number 5, 5, the sum is 1 plus 5 is 6. Index number, see, then 2, there is no such 4 present. Is there 4 present? No, 4 is not present. For index number 3, the element is 3. Is there any other element 3 present? Obviously yes, there is one. So index number 3 and index number 4. If you guys write down this answer space, you will directly see that your I, see guys, from here you will get your conclusion that your I was increasing while your J was decreasing. All right, while your J was decreasing, and I never crossed J. I will not cross J. All right. So from here you will get this, and what other thing? So obviously I was increasing and J was decreasing. So what you can think of it, that L, no, see guys, I will replace I and J with a better name, L and H, because obviously we are going towards some technique. You can get the hint of it. So L has potential to start from the leftmost index, while H has potential to start from the rightmost index. Here you got this idea that if we go, and we know guys, we saw here that L was never crossing H. So till what point you were moving? So see here you were moving L towards H. You were moving L towards H. Okay, the distance between them was decreasing. So till what point you will move? If we saw here that we saw in this test case that L was always less than H. L was always less than H. L can, because we want two elements. We want two elements, right? So L should always be less than H. L can't be greater than equal to H. Till this point, we are seeing here. Till this point, we are running this. We are going. We are moving L towards H. Now let's see this. So at least you got this idea, right? That first we have to sort the array. Then we got this idea that we will go for two pointer. And how will you go for two pointer? By considering this test case. Sorry, this answer space. All right. So now let's see L and H. So what I can say, calculate sum. So we are starting with our what? We are starting with a two pointer. All right. Let me remove this. I hope you got this idea that why we are going for two pointer. If it is, then let me know in comments, guys. It will really motivate me a lot. Count was 0. So let's say while L is less than H, because we saw this L less than equals to H. Let's calculate sum. L and H, their sum. So 0 plus 8. 0 plus 8. So what I mean, let's say nums of L. Sorry for my writing, I'm just doing it in fast. L and H. So see 0 and 8. See guys, 0 and 8. Their sum is what? 8. 8, see 0 plus 8. L and H. Their sum is greater than 6. Their sum is greater than 6. Now see guys, if you increase L, which means L goes here, if L goes in right, the value will increase because this was in ascending order, sorted ascending order. So it will, the value of, if you increase L, because you know that what we were doing, either we were increasing L or decreasing H. So first we will see if the sum is, so if sum is, see if sum was what, if sum was equals to k directly, what we can say, we can increase the count, that we got this, and L plus plus and H minus minus, because for these L and H we got the pair. If it was so that your sum is equals to k, at some point we will see this, that k was 6 and you got sum equals to 6, which means like this pair 3 and 3. So but what I'm saying, after this if, I'm using that else if your sum whatever you are getting, it is greater than k. So we were doing either L plus plus or H minus minus. We were either increasing L, as we saw in that answer space, guys, if you remember that, we were either increasing L or we were either decreasing H. So let's see first by increasing L what is happening if your sum is greater than 6. If you increase L, so obviously this zero will, this value will also increase, so it will increase this sum, but we want a lesser sum, we were already having a greater sum, so increasing L is not an option. So if the sum is greater than k, increasing L is not an option, you have to do H minus minus. So, and in other case, if sum is less than k, you can guess it right, you have to increase L plus plus. Now see, let us try run the solution. 0 plus 8, let's put L equals to 0, H equals to 7. All right, 0 plus 8, no, it is greater than 6, so what you will do, H minus minus 6. 0 plus 6, all right, you got this pair. Now 6 is equals to 6, count will be increasing, count will be 1, and because these two L and H pairs they are used, so you have to increase L plus plus and H minus minus, so that no one can use them again, because you have to make sure that you use and like to calculate pair, you have to use all the elements only once, not more than that. So with this L equals to 0 and H equals to 6 index, you got your pair. So do L plus plus H minus minus, so 1 and 5. Let's see, at index number 1 the element is 1 and index number 5 element is 5. 1 plus 5, all right, it is also what, it is also this. So count plus plus and L plus plus and H minus minus, which is 2 and 4. Index number 2, index number 4. 2 plus 3, 2 plus 3 guys, 2 plus 3, which is 5. 5 is lesser than 6, and you know, if it is lesser than 6, you have to do what? If sum is lesser than k, you have to do L plus plus. So increase this by 3. Now see, 3, index number 3 and index number 4. 3 plus 3 is it is 6. It is 6. This particular if condition. So count plus plus, count is 3, L plus plus H minus minus, which is L will become 4, H will become 3. And as you can guess guys, L crossed the H boundary, and we know that it, while in our answer space, L can never cross H boundary. So this condition is met, L less than H, sorry, this condition is like it is false, L less than H. No, L is not less than H, so this loop will break, and then you will return what? Count, and count contains 3. Now see my solution. Okay, so simply, first of all, we need to sort the array, and you know why we sorted the array initially, because sorting the array, at least in brute force, the sorting would give you a lesser comparison. In brute force, the sorting would give you lesser comparison, and we saw that after sorting, we can see the two pointer approach, we can see that two pointer thing, all right, because we can decide, do we need to go to right, do we need to do, should we go to left. So in this way we saw that. So this is L, this is H, number of, this is count, and this is a while condition simply. And finally you will return count. So do let me know in comments here if you are liking this, and let's meet in another video then. Bye bye.